Number 10. The pear-shaped guardian. If you've got more padding around your hips and legs rather than your midsection, consider yourself genetically blessed. Research shows that folks with this body type face much lower odds of developing type 2 diabetes or cardiovascular issues. It's as if your system smartly tucks away excess fat in a secure spot, away from vital organs. When fat piles up near the liver or other internals, it stirs up chaos like an unwelcome intruder. But down in the lower body, that fat stays low-key, even pumping out beneficial hormones to balance your glucose levels. On the flip side, abdominal fat stirs the pot by unleashing inflammatory agents that throw your metabolism off track. Think of belly fat as the rowdy guest who crashes the gathering and sparks trouble, while hip and thigh fat is the reliable one, ensuring things run smoothly. Number 9. The nose built for chill. Folks hailing from frosty regions often sport taller, slimmer noses, and these aren't just for show. They act as built-in humidifiers to ward off illnesses. Your nasal passage serves as a prep zone for incoming air before it reaches the lungs. A lengthier, tighter setup gives more opportunity to heat and hydrate that breeze. Picture it as a personal facial spa. Studies reveal that individuals with these noses handle respiratory bugs more effectively. Direct blasts of frigid air can shock your defenses, making you prone to whatever's circulating. But an extended nose warms things up first, easing the load on your airways. Plus, these noses crank out extra tiny particles that scout for and zap invading viruses. This trait developed over millennia as populations adapted to harsh winters. So, it's not oversized, it's a sophisticated climate control unit. Number 8. Redhead's quirky pain response. Researchers uncovered a fascinating twist for those with ginger hair. Their pain perception runs on its own rules. It ties back to the MC1R gene, which doesn't just handle the vibrant color, but tweaks the whole neural setup. Redheads typically require around 20% extra anesthetic to go under during operations. They're tougher to sedate. Yet, they're pros at enduring specific pains, like the burn from hot spices or sharp stings. Tattoos, they might breeze through, but shifts in temperature, those hit harder, turning a cold dip into pure agony. Experts believe MC1R alters how the brain interprets those signals, almost like operating on unique software. Ever wonder why some folks shrug off capsaicin while flinching at a breeze? That's the gene at play. Number 7. Allergies as brain defenders. Sure, your eyes water, sinuses drip nonstop, and skin flares up with rashes, but those reactions could be safeguarding your noggin. Allergies mean your defenses are in overdrive, panicking at every intruder. Data indicates that allergy sufferers have notably reduced chances of certain brain cancers. Imagine your immune system as an overly caffeinated doorman, not just blocking harmless stuff like allergens, but spotting deadlier threats too. Cancer cells get the same aggressive takedown. This vigilant patrol treats anything suspicious, be it dust or a rogue cell, like a major threat, mobilizing full force to eliminate it. Who knew that constant sneezing might be your body's way of staying one step ahead of bigger problems? Number 6. The stomach bug dodger. Roughly 1 in 5 people of European descent are totally resistant to the dominant norovirus strain, and you could be among them without realizing. It boils down to the FOOT2 gene. In most folks, this gene lays out attachment points in the intestines that the virus latches onto for entry. But for the fortunate few with a dormant version, those points vanish, leaving the bug locked out like attempting a heist with no tools. This came to light during cruise ship outbreak investigations, where some passengers stayed fine despite close contact with the afflicted. Genetic checks confirmed the inactive gene. There's a catch though. This same setup might heighten risks for other digestive woes or pathogens. Nature's protections often come with strings attached, right? Number 5. Vitiligo's cancer blocker. With vitiligo, your defenses mistakenly target cells that make skin pigment, leading to those pale spots. But this hyper-alertness turns into an advantage against melanoma, a vicious form of skin malignancy. Envision melanoma as shady lurkers. A standard immune system might overlook them initially, but vitiligo's version is already primed for anything pigment-related, wiping out threats early. Oncologists even view emerging vitiligo in therapy patients as positive. It signals the body is ramping up against tumors. Those patches aren't mere blemishes. They're evidence of a system acting like a strict enforcer, kicking out risks before they escalate. Number 4. The gene that dodges heart attacks. A select group carries a tweak in their PCSK9 gene, making them nearly impervious to cardiac events. It's like hitting the jackpot for cardiovascular health, with ultra-low harmful cholesterol as the prize. Their bodies feature an enhanced cleanup crew for blood fats. Usually, PCSK9 breaks down the receptors that scrub cholesterol, but this mutation disables it, letting those receptors thrive and keep vessels pristine. Discoveries stemmed from examining unusually fit individuals who indulged in diets without consequence. Pharma firms developed pricey drugs to replicate this, slashing heart attack risks dramatically, yet 2–3% of people get the benefit naturally, no cost involved. Talk about an unfair edge in the health game. Number 3. Malaria's natural foe. Back in ancient Africa, where malaria wiped out communities, certain survivors remained unscathed amid the swarms. They possessed the sickle cell trait, with red blood cells curved like moons from one parent's gene. This made their blood a nightmare for parasites. The invaders treat normal cells like cozy homes to invade and breed, but sickle-shaped ones trap and starve them out. Stats show carriers are 90% safer from fatal malaria, better than some treatments today. The downside? If both parents pass the trait, offspring might develop full sickle cell anemia, a brutal illness. Evolution's bargain, survival boost against a plague, balanced by family risks. That's why it persists in high-risk zones. The resilient ones thrived and spread the gene. Number 2. The super efficient ticker. Ever notice some fitness trackers logging resting pulses in the 40 seconds or 50 seconds? Those owners aren't in trouble. They might outlast the crowd. Dubbed the athlete's heart, this comes from steady workouts turning your pump into a powerhouse. Compare hearts to motors. Average ones rev high to circulate blood, but trained versions handle it with fewer efforts, growing larger and mightier per beat. Evidence links slower resting rates to lower heart disease odds, fewer attacks, and extended lifespans. Regular activity prompts this upgrade, dropping your baseline over time. Stick with it, and you'll feel the efficiency kick in your heart, working smarter, not harder, against wear and tear. Number 1. The HIV blocker mutation. Around 1% of those with European roots have the CCR5 Delta 32 variant, which seals off the entry point HIV exploits to assault immune cells. It's like fortifying your defenses without a single vulnerability. The virus bounces off harmlessly. This surfaced while probing folks who defied infection despite repeated exposure. Tests showed a small DNA deletion preventing the receptor's formation, likely spread during Europe's Black Death, as it may have aided plague survival too. Ancestors who endured passed down this shield, granting modern heirs resistance to a new threat. Full immunity requires copies from both parents. One slows progression instead. It inspired meds that mimic the block, offering drug-based protection for others. Wrapping up, got any odd body traits that feel like hidden perks? Drop them in the comments below and let's see what wild quirks we're all packing.